The digital world shuddered. Systems crashed, thousands were left stranded. It was a stark reminder, our reliance on technology comes with a price. This wasn't a localized event, the outage spread across continents. From bustling airports to vital hospitals, the impact was immediate and severe. Businesses ground to a halt, transactions failed, and communication lines went dark. The global economy held its breath as the digital world seemed to hang by a thread. The question on everyone's mind, what caused this catastrophic failure? And more importantly, could it happen again? Airports, usually bustling with activity, became eerie waiting grounds. The once lively terminals, filled with the sounds of announcements and the hustle of travelers, were now silent. The energy that characterized these spaces had dissipated, leaving behind an atmosphere of uncertainty and anxiety. Flights were grounded, passengers stranded, and frustration mounted. People who had places to be and schedules to keep found themselves in a limbo, with no clear answers or solutions in sight. The grounded airplanes stood as silent witnesses to the chaos unfolding within the terminals. The digital systems that orchestrated the intricate dance of air travel had fallen silent. The once reliable technology that managed everything from check-ins to departures was now a source of confusion and delay. The intricate web of digital communication had unraveled, leaving passengers and staff alike in a state of disarray. Check-in counters stood unmanned, departure boards blankly stared back, and the usual airport hum was replaced by an unsettling quiet. The absence of the usual airport sounds created an eerie silence that only heightened the sense of unease among those present. Hospitals, beacons of hope and healing, weren't spared either. The places where people sought comfort and care were now scenes of confusion and frustration. The usual efficiency of hospital operations was disrupted, adding to the stress of both patients and healthcare workers. The NHS, a cornerstone of the UK's healthcare system, found its digital infrastructure crippled. The reliance on digital records and systems became painfully evident as staff struggled to adapt to a more manual way of working. The frustration was palpable as they navigated through the challenges. Patient records became inaccessible, appointments were delayed, and the strain on an already burdened healthcare system intensified. The delays in accessing vital information and the postponement of critical appointments added to the growing anxiety among patients and their families. The situation was a stark reminder of the digital dependency of modern healthcare. The reliance on technology, while beneficial, also posed significant risks when systems failed. The need for robust and resilient digital infrastructure became more apparent than ever. As the world grappled with the outage, fingers pointed toward a familiar giant, Microsoft. Their cloud-based services, used by millions worldwide, seemed to be at the epicenter of the disruption. The tech giant, initially silent, faced mounting pressure to explain the massive failure. Rumors swirled, speculation ran rampant, but concrete answers remained elusive. Finally, a statement emerged, but it offered little solace. Microsoft acknowledged a third-party disruption, but provided no details about its nature or cause. The vague explanation did little to quell the growing anxiety. The world demanded answers. Microsoft seemed hesitant to provide them. Amid the confusion and finger-pointing, a respected name in cybersecurity stepped forward. Crowdstrike. Known for their expertise in threat intelligence and incident response, they launched their own investigation into the global outage. Their goal to uncover the truth behind the digital chaos. Crowdstrike's involvement brought a glimmer of hope. Their reputation for thoroughness and impartiality provided much-needed reassurance. The world waited with bated breath for their findings, hoping for clarity in a situation shrouded in mystery. Section 5. The mystery deepens. Crowdstrike's initial findings only deepened the mystery. Their analysis of the outage patterns and affected systems revealed no signs of a coordinated cyber attack. This was perplexing. The scale and severity of the disruption suggested malicious intent, yet the evidence pointed elsewhere. The absence of a smoking gun left investigators grappling with a troubling question. If it wasn't a cyber attack, what caused this global technological meltdown? The search for answers continued, leading Crowdstrike down a rabbit hole of interconnected systems and complex dependencies. Section 6. No evidence of foul play. After meticulous analysis of network logs, system configurations, and traffic patterns, Crowdstrike reached a startling conclusion. There was no evidence of foul play. The global IT outage, as it turned out, wasn't the result of a malicious act. This revelation stunned the cybersecurity community and left many scratching their heads. The absence of a malicious actor shifted the focus to other potential causes. Was it a catastrophic software bug, a cascading hardware failure, or perhaps a perfect storm of unforeseen circumstances? The investigation entered uncharted territory, demanding a new approach to unraveling the truth. Section 7. A glimmer of hope. As Crowdstrike delved deeper, they uncovered a crucial clue: a series of misconfigurations within a widely used network management system. This system, responsible for directing traffic and ensuring the smooth flow of data, had inadvertently become a bottleneck, crippling networks worldwide. This discovery, while concerning, offered a glimmer of hope. It suggested that the outage, though severe, stemmed from human error rather than a malicious act. This meant that with proper investigation and remediation, a similar event could be prevented in the future. Section 8. The finger points to a familiar culprit. The investigation ultimately revealed the culprit, a cascading series of errors triggered by a routine software update. This update, intended to enhance functionality, contained a critical flaw. This flaw, when deployed across interconnected systems, created a domino effect, bringing down networks worldwide. The culprit wasn't a shadowy hacker group or a sophisticated nation-state actor, but a simple coding error. This revelation underscored a fundamental truth of the digital age: even the smallest mistake can have global consequences. Section 9. A wake-up call for the digital age. The global IT outage served as a stark wake-up call. It exposed the fragility of our interconnected world, highlighting the potential for seemingly minor errors to cascade into widespread disruptions. The incident forced a reassessment of cybersecurity priorities, emphasizing the importance of robust testing, redundancy measures, and incident response plans. The message was clear: in a world increasingly reliant on digital infrastructure, even the smallest vulnerability can have catastrophic consequences. The outage underscored the need for a proactive and comprehensive approach to cybersecurity, one that anticipates and mitigates risks before they escalate into global crises. Section 10. The importance of redundancy and resilience. The global IT outage underscored the critical importance of redundancy and resilience in digital infrastructure. In today's interconnected world, a single point of failure can lead to catastrophic consequences, affecting millions of users and businesses worldwide. Organizations were forced to confront the limitations of their backup systems and disaster recovery plans, realizing that their existing measures were not sufficient to handle such extensive disruptions. This event highlighted the need for more comprehensive strategies. Many found their systems woefully inadequate in the face of such a widespread disruption. The incident revealed significant gaps in preparedness, urging companies to reassess their risk management frameworks and invest in more resilient solutions. The incident served as a stark reminder that relying on a single point of failure is a recipe for disaster. It emphasized the importance of having multiple layers of protection and redundancy to ensure continuous operations. The need for diversified systems, distributed networks, and robust backup mechanisms became painfully evident. Companies began to explore advanced technologies and architectures that could provide greater resilience and flexibility. The outage forced organizations to rethink their approach to resilience, pushing them to develop more robust business continuity plans and enhance their IT risk management practices. This shift in mindset is crucial for long-term sustainability, prompting investments in systems designed to withstand even the most severe disruptions. Companies started modernizing their data centers, upgrading their IT infrastructure, and increasing their cybersecurity measures. These steps are essential to safeguard against future incidents and ensure operational continuity. Section 11. The future of cybersecurity in a hyper-connected world. The global IT outage wasn't just a technological failure, it was a wake-up call for the future of cybersecurity. It underscored the fragility of our interconnected systems and the urgent need to rethink our approach to digital security. As our world becomes increasingly interconnected, the attack surface expands exponentially, and the potential consequences of a successful attack grow more dire. The proliferation of the Internet of Things, IoT, and smart devices means that every new connection is a potential vulnerability. The incident highlighted the need for a paradigm shift in cybersecurity thinking, one that moves beyond perimeter defense and embraces a proactive, multi-layered approach. This includes continuous monitoring, threat intelligence, and adaptive security measures that can respond in real time to emerging threats. The future of cybersecurity hinges on collaboration, innovation, and a shared responsibility to secure our digital future. Governments, private sector companies, and international organizations must work together to develop robust security frameworks and share critical threat information. The global IT outage, while disruptive, served as a catalyst for change, forcing us to confront our vulnerabilities and build a more resilient and secure digital world. It reminded us that cybersecurity is not just a technical issue, but a fundamental aspect of our modern society that requires constant vigilance and adaptation